Welcome back to the last round of Swiss, this one against Brisingr. And at this point in the tournament, Brisingr and I are both 3-0. We're both guaranteed top cut, so this is more of a friendly game. I'm going to start out with Smogon and Hitmontop. I'm going to try for that Fake Out Dark Void combination that's worked so well for me in the past. I'm also going to be able to get Intimidate off on whoever he sends out. But he actually starts out with Metagross and Scrafty, so his Intimidate's going to be a lot more effective than mine, given that mine doesn't affect Metagross due to Clear Body. And his Intimidate is actually going to put Metagross out of Hitmontop's 2-hit KO range with close combat. So the first turn, I'm just going to try to fake out Metagross. I don't want to take any surprise Zen Headbutts or anything like that turn 1. So this is really just me trying to play safe. He does protect with Metagross, so that fake out is going to be rendered useless. Smogon outspeeds Scrafty and gets the Dark Void off, but unfortunately the Scrafty has a Lumberry, which is good to know for the next game. I will see Brisingr again in Top Cut, and I kind of figured I would. I definitely want to scout out his team. I'm writing down all of his moves as I go through this battle, and so he's going to get the taunt off. Smogon is useless, given that he doesn't have any attacks, and I'm going to be forced to switch him out. I'm also going to want to switch out Hitmontop this next turn, because Metagross can OHKO it, and Hitmontop is at -1. So it's not really as useful to me as I'd like it to be, or as it can be, and I'm going to swap out in favor of Cradily on that slot. He's going to switch out to Landorus, trying for that double Intimidate. He's not going to really be effective with that. Metagross is going to go for Substitute, which is really bad for me. I'm going to try to double up on that Metagross slot with Earth Power. I'm going to try to take it out with my Cradily and then OHKO Metagross with Camerupt. So that's the goal. He does Protect though. I probably should have saw that coming. The Protect Earthquake. I could have doubled up on Landorus, and I don't know if I would have beat him. Camerupt only has Ancient Power that can... Well, actually no, I have Heat Wave. I probably should have Heat Waved instead of Earth Powered. That would have been the smarter move. But anyway, he goes for Earthquake, gets the critical hit on Cradily, and puts me into Citrus range. So I'm going to heal up a third of my HP with that. Going to switch out Cradily on the next turn in favor of Hitmontop. And that was really just me fearing the Iron Head. I didn't want him to OHKO Cradily, just in case he had a Water type in the background. I know he does have a Water type on his team somewhere. I'm going to Protect with Camerupt and just take this Earthquake with Hitmontop. That Earthquake is going to take out Metagross's Substitute and does a little bit of damage to Hitmontop, probably about a third. And he's going to go for Iron Head and actually finish off Hitmontop. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think it would do quite that much considering I have 252 EVs invested in HP, but it does, and it takes me out. And so he's going to switch out Metagross on this turn. I thought this was a really questionable play on my opponent's part, sending in Entei, because I'm going to Wide Guard with Smogon. I mean, obviously he didn't know I had Wide Guard, but he is going to Earthquake his own Entei, probably figuring that it's expendable. I don't know if a regular Earthquake would beat his Entei. He does get a critical hit on his own Entei, so I don't know. My opponent probably has the calculations for that. It ended up not mattering in the battle, though. I am going to go for Heat Wave and actually get a critical hit on his Landorus. So 2 critical hits that turn. Camerupt protected by that Wide Guard, so he doesn't go down to the Earthquake. And now it's a 3-2 game in my favor. I use in my favor lightly, though, because he's going to easily be able to take out this Camerupt with either of his Pokemon. I'm going to Protect first turn with Camerupt, knowing that the Fake Out is probably going to come. I made the mistake of using Spiky Shield with Smogon, though, which is a mistake that I've been making kind of often. And I make that mistake because you can't use Spiky Shield after Wide Guard, but you can use Wide Guard after Spiky Shield. So a little bit awkward, but, you know, I'm still working with the team, and I'll definitely figure it out before Top Cut. I go for Spiky Shield the next turn. He actually goes for Iron Head on Camerupt, so maybe I should have Dark Voided. Probably doesn't matter though, because I only have Cradily and I'm going to be forced to forfeit. So good game played by Brisingr. I'll see him again in Top Cut. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll have Top Cut coming up shortly, and I'll see you guys next time.